What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream where we're back in our Gas Course project, an action RPG game built from scratch using Unreal Engine 5, the gameplay ability system plugin, C++ blueprints, all that good stuff. So today we're going to work on a couple different things. We're going to continue what we were working on last night, which is fixing up and finalizing some current bugs with the homing projectile and the switch off conditions that we want to have for homing, which right now is just it's like we have two options. We have angle switch off for the dot product, and we also have tag querying. So the switch off angle thing is nothing explicitly impressive. We just checked it that if the dot product is, I think, less than 0 on tick, which may not be the best either, but we do it right here, right? So float dot product is less than this projectile dot product minimum, which we set somewhere in here, right? Yeah, disable homing dot product minimum. So 0, once it goes kind of behind, it won't home anymore. That way you don't get those things where like it'll keep trying to spin circles and circles and stuff. But this does happen if at any point the enemy dies. So we added some checks for the death tag on our enemies NPCs, and it works sometimes, but it doesn't work in other times. So we just gotta do a quick. It's gonna be a combination of a refactor and updating our code appropriately. I added a to do somewhere here. Check. I want to check first if they're dead, even though I do have like a targeting that should stop that. Which maybe I could double check to make sure that my targeting includes that. Because this projectile targeting preset. So I just have to match the filter tag status.death. So maybe there's like a frame or something where this is technically not, where this is technically true. They're not dead. But then just upon begin play in that like brief window of time, they die, and that's when the problem comes in. Because we also, here we get a handle to see if we get the tag added. So I think we just gotta check if they have the tag first. And I know I wanted to kind of separate this out into a function here. And I'm not sure how best to do it. I know I have a to-do here saying, delegate binding into a single function call. So maybe I can make a couple of private U functions. I don't know if they have to be U functions, but we're going to make them U functions. So U function, I know the first one, this just returns a delegate handle. So I could, in theory, just grab this, right? Do a void. No, it's not going to be void. I'm going to grab this, but I'm going to comment it out because I don't need all of that. I need the return type, which I forget which kind of handle it is. So we're going to say register on death tag, I guess. Maybe we could just say something like that. And I don't think it needs to take in anything. But now I can grab this. We could generate this code. I don't know why it's... does it have to be class? I don't know. Seems kind of weird that it says class. And I just do this. We'll see what happens. And then basically what I could say is up here, I could just call this function. And there's one other place that I do it. I think it's on begin play. And I wonder if this is like another place where I can kind of refactor it as like a enable homing kind of thing. Because they have some stuff in common, these two places. And it's happening in two places because we're doing it on begin play. You know, when you have a target, we send it homing towards them. We also have a perk where it can ricochet, and it's basically hit a target, then it'll run a target processor again, switch targets, ricochet off of that, keep going on and on. You'll need to keep switching homing projectile and stuff like that. So what is the common stuff that I'm doing? I'm setting the homing target component. So basically this. Am I doing velocity at all? No. So I think just about here. Or also ignore actor while moving, right? No? Well, that's only on begin play. Do I do that in two places? So I feel like I also add the last target as an additional ignore. Let's see. So yeah, on hit right here, right? We do that. So I think there's only a certain amount that could be put into the same function here. So I think pretty much here is good. Cheap viewers, huh? And I ban you. Bye-bye. I don't need cheap viewers. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, though. So I think here is where I would want to do it. So I would want to make a function basically saying like enable homing. So void enable projectile homing. Now, does it need input parameters? I don't think so, but not maybe in the ricochet one though. Because there is new target here. So maybe I could say, maybe can I say new target equals target? Is it target actor? Yeah. I could do something like that. Maybe up here. And then I can maybe move this stuff in too. And it looks like I'm doing redundant stuff actually. So this stuff would actually be included. I should be able to just say basically this, right? I would say enable projectile homing. And then also on begin play, I think that should be good, I hope. So let's recompile, and we'll see what happens. We could just pray. Pray to our Lord and Savior that we compile correctly. Yesterday we were having some trouble compiling, but I was doing some stupid stuff. Well, here we go. So unable to. So I guess I can't make that a function. Shit. No. Let's just double check, and if I can't make it a function, then that kind of sucks, but that is what it is. Because we did centralize stuff in one place anyway. Maybe it's not a big deal that it can't be its own function. Let's just try one more time. Probably not going to work. Yeah, no. So let's nuke that. So here's the register dead event, right? This is what we're doing. So let's take that out, and we could just do it in here. So enable projectile homing. Do it here. Again, it's a long function. Let's write it here. And then we also have to do the tag check. So we're going to be like if in ASC, I think it's like get matching tags or tags, or we have has any matching gameplay tags. I just say has tag, has matching gameplay tag, and then can I simply just say status death? I guess I can move this towards the top of the function. Just do a return. Then it's assumed at this point you don't have the tag, and you should be Gucci. So let's see if that works. No. So in AC undeclared identifier. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's more like I have to do it up here. Yes. Should have known that. Let's try it one more time. 10,000 times the charm. That reminds me. I don't know why. No, I already took the jacket in. Okay, so new target is not good. What? So just target actor. Thank you. We got this. There's also a target actor here. I don't think I need to do that. I think I could just say target actor. Where am I doing target character? Because again, that's fine. Okay, I think I know why I'm doing it that way. Okay. Not sure how good this code is. There's no code reviews or anything. but it passed. So let's see. We set some defaults, yeah. Do the properties. Fine. We have this blueprint function so that we can do stuff when things ricochet. And then we on hit targets. We add it to the thing. We add it to ignore moving. We give it no collision. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess we give it no collision while the target preset is running because we're doing it async. Then we enable it again. We get all that information. We enable movement on projectile, ricochet, else destroy. On target death callback. Good. So I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure how to easily test if this fixes the bug that I'm hoping it would fix. First, we're just gonna check if it broke anything. First and foremost. And then, we'll kind of just take it from there. Okay. Let's get our blueprints up and running. And then we'll spawn, and first we'll just see if we broke anything. Alright, so they seem to be homing, which is good. Seemed valid. I think that worked. Awesome. I should fix when the enemy dies to turn off collision. We're gonna have to do stuff in the NPC base anyway. So let's assume that bug is fixed in the projectile, and then we can work on the spawner next. Because yeah, we do all this. I think this is NPC base. Let's go to the dummy. Yeah, we set visibility. We set lifespan to 1 second. We should also at the same time. Which one of these is blocking projectile? It's the mesh here. So set collision. Hold on. Give me just a second, guys. I'm getting a message from mi madre. Okay, give me a second. All right, we back. So I want to say set response to channel. We want to do projectile, and we want to ignore, just so we don't have the instance where, for example, if I were to not set lifespan so that it destroys itself, I'll just disconnect all of this so you can see kind of what I'm talking about. So like you'll die, and then if I aim at it, you see how you can do stuff with it again. So we definitely don't want that. So we could do that, but we can also, potentially stop reactions from happening. I think we have somewhere. I know for the player we have one, but I'm pretty sure we need one for the NPC if they don't already. Like we have an ability set. We have the player. Because I'm looking for, what is it called? Tag relationship mapping. Yeah, so, well, I guess I only have a tag relationship mapping for the player. Where do I assign this? So we have it here. So maybe I could just say, because we have hit reactions, for sure. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked, so sorry for that. So asset tags, ability.death, cancel block, all that stuff is fine. But this is on death. I don't want on death. Literally any other reaction. So hit base. So basically ability.type.reaction.hit. So I'm basically doing it here. But maybe I can use the tag relationship mapping. So let's type in ATR. Go back here. Let's name this player base. And then we'll make one for NPC base. Remove all the one NPC base. Now we want to say ability tag. So this is when things are. So this is going to be probably a hit reaction one. So ability.type hit. So we want to say activation blocked when status death is there. Now if we apply this to, I guess we'll do an NPC base just so it carries over to the child. That is the dummy. Should be there. Yep. So now, in theory, if I were to now, again, do that, the hits shouldn't cause the dummy to react. Like play this reaction. So let's just see if that works. Yes. So that also works. Maybe that's the best way to go. Just so I don't have to kind of remember to turn off collision for it. So let's double check this. So boom, 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 boom. So cool. So event animation death finish. So applies the tag here. I guess I would. I don't know why I have to add the tag. I don't know if I should make like a gameplay effect for death, just so I don't have to add a loose gameplay tag. Maybe something to think about a little later. Maybe I can make that 0.2. I just want to see what it looks like. You know, they die, they just disappear. I think that looks fine. So now because I also kind of wonder what would be the best way to handle respawning. Because like, I don't know if I should be spawning a brand new actor each time. Maybe we can try it that way, and then we can figure out a better solution. So, where can I put this? So manager, I'm gonna just say like spawn manager. Blueprint class, I guess it's just gonna be an actor. We're just gonna say BP NPC spawner. And again, we're gonna make a spawner for use soft references, of course, just so we don't get badly connected blueprints and stuff like that. We're gonna say NPC base soft class reference. So NPC to spawn public. We're gonna make it a category of spawn config maybe. I wonder if I can run an EQS to like spawn multiple in random places. That would be kind of interesting. We'll make another variable here. Can I duplicate this? No? Weird. It's weird that I can't duplicate that, right? Is it because of the type? Maybe. Or the fact that it's in a... No. Can't duplicate soft class reference variables for some reason. Number of NPC to spawn. And there's like some bot on X that keeps replying to my stuff, and I don't like it. I don't know who this person is. They seem like a bot for sure. I don't know if I should block them or not. I feel kind of bad, but again, I don't know if it's a bot. Yeah, it definitely seems like a bot, so I'm gonna just block. Because for whatever reason, it has a blue check mark as well. So yeah, let's just block them. Sorry, bud. It is what it is. So yeah, number to spawn. And then we're gonna say, it's not 0. I'm gonna say async load class cast to NPC base. Not the blueprint. We could just do the cast to NPC base like this. Should be okay. We'll find out shortly when it's completed. And then for now, we're gonna set this to 1. And we're gonna spawn actor class. We're just gonna get the actor transform here. Always spawn, ignore collisions. Instigator, I don't think that matters. And that should be enough. So if I were to replace this with NPC spawner, and give it an actual class. So dummy. There we go. We have a dummy and everything is kind of well and good, right? But next, we want to say like wait tag add to actor status.death. Only trigger once. I should separate this into separate function calls here. We do this. We don't need this. This. Do that. Custom event. Spawn NPC. Then we can call spawn NPC. Then we can just say, delay 1 second, and then we say spawn NPC. And it should spawn again after it dies. Yes. So let me just look at stat FPS. Okay, we're at that. I don't know if it takes a while to spawn. Seems okay. Sun, jump, wee. Okay, so I wonder What's the best way? Because I think I can run an EQS. No, like, so I have what's that thing called? Navigation, nav volume. Maybe I can make this like 6,000 by 6,000. Because I want to make some sort of like Coliseum-ish kind of environment. Like this seems a bit small. But let me move some of these things to like the edge. Give ourselves some space. Nothing too fancy or anything. So we have a bigger arena. Dodge, attack. We have something that will spawn a new enemy. Right, EQS. So I can run an EQS query. EQS. What else do I have? There's a task, but I feel like not necessary. So querier is this. Now, I'm not that great with EQS. I can't remember shit, but let's try query. So, so just let me just do it this way. So it needs a template. So environment query object. I don't know if it's a context or query node. So that it doesn't let me generate any of those. This is not what I need. I think it's under artificial intelligence, environment query. So env query spawner. Now this should be compatible, which it is. Querier, we're gonna make self single best item. I'm gonna say all matching. I don't know if I need a wrapper class or not. Because what I want to do is when we try to spawn, I want to run an environment query and just spawn as much as we can. So I want to do a probably points in a circle. Radius 1,000 is fine. By space between arc direction, arc angle, trace data, navigation. So there's add tests. Definitely want I want them to spawn in front of me. So I kind of want to say like 0.5 and 1 score equation. I don't know. This is where I'm kind of going to be checking stuff. So I want to, let's just run it and see what happens. Now, how can I do EQS? Let's run the EQS when we die. We should be able to see hopefully something. No. Unless I'm crazy, but yeah, we should have saw something. So debug messages. I don't know. Spawner on circle generate projection mode option auto sort test can run async. I'd say yes. Projection data navigation. Let's just do all navigation stuff. Filter range dot absolute value, no. 2 points dot and we might have to do some research on EQS. Now, is it because maybe I can make the spawned actor the querier? But if I do it this way, I'm gonna have to change it. I just want to see something, you know? I just want confirmation that I'm not messing up. Yeah, so there's the donuts, right? So on circle, so we are getting the options. So point on circle spacing method by number of points. Like, I wonder how I can so points cone, points grid, donut. Add our thing here. So radius, sure. Let's just see what this looks like. Didn't do anything. Arc angle, use spiral pattern, sure. Navigation, oops. Is that what I needed to do? Yeah, so that looks good. So I'm assuming, so the querier has to be me, I think, just because I have to do like a dot product and everything. So, whoops. Player, and again, this is not going to look too good for multiplayer, I guess. Like, I would have to figure out what this will end up looking like. Because yeah, get player character, right? Or pawn. And it's gonna give me index 0. Now, what can I get here? Do I get results? So get as locations, yeah, this is what I would want. So ideally, this is what would happen. Like, I would spawn an NPC. Well, first I would iterate and maybe cache the locations, maybe. So what I can do is, so I run the EQS, right? Now I should be able, I don't think I can floor. Can I like set the size, right? I think that's something. So resize to the, like that. So now I have the locations. for spawning. So I guess I should move that here. I just have spawn NPC. I could just, let me do, so gather positions. Maybe I don't even need to resize it. Maybe I could just get all of them. And let me make this inner radius. Can I make, so query params? Cool that it gives it names. Now, do I get anything? No. There's no real way to set the params, is there? Let me see. Make this a variable. What do I do? Params. Reset params. Set float parameter. That's audio. No. So AI data provider is what used within here. All right, let's just not do that. So inner radius, outer radius, number of points per ring. We'll say 16 just so we don't run out of too many. I don't know if I want to like run it all the time. Hey, how's it going, Captain Price? How you doing? Sorry, I was knee deep in the EQS here. So I think, and again, I don't know if I should be, maybe I don't need to make it that big. Maybe I can make it like 500 to 1,000 and just run it each time. And just see what happens. So I know in this case, what I want to do is do a for loop. Should cache these. Then -1. What am I making? So I'm making a spawner for my NPCs for this like dummy area that I have here. It's not working at the moment because I'm doing stuff with it, but you know, for example, we have these dummy actors that we have, and then you know, once I kill them, you know, I kind of want to spawn another one, and you know, I'm working on an EQS that lets me kind of randomize where they are. So that's what we're doing at the moment. So we're gathering positions. We have all that stuff. We're caching the positions here. We can just grab get a copy. And then at this point, you can, because I don't know how good this is going to play with. Because maybe I can cache this as well. We do this as gas course NPC, sure. Do that. Then I could just toss you in to here. Then I don't know if I need to do a full transform. Just do something like that. What kind of game am I making? I'm making, like, I don't know if I want it to actually be a game, but it's basically an action game. Like, I wanted you to have a specific set of like abilities that you can get, and you can like basically fight waves of creatures and you kill them and they drop like experience points or things like that, and you have stamina or magic. And essentially, oh, something broke here. Now it's better? No, something definitely broke. That's a shame. I'm always breaking something with dodges, honestly. Like, it's fine here, but as soon as I start going in this direction, it's bad. So I think the changes I made yesterday broke dodges. Whoopsie. I think I got cocky. Let me see if I can fix my dodges really quick. And the assets I have, so the character movement is from the animation locomotion example from Unreal. I just grabbed the animations, retargeted them, and set up the choosers and all that stuff. But you know, strafing and the dodges and stuff, you know, we've added that. You know, we get marketplace assets. I'm not much of an artist, so take it with a grain of salt. You know, I'm just shoving stuff in. So let me see. So there's something axis I can do. So rotate vector around axis. I can't remember what I set up as. So we're gonna try a couple things. So we're just gonna see what I just did. Yeah, so we're still getting, I guess it's better? No. Basic fighting indie game. Yeah. We could say that. But yeah, at this point, I broke my dodges again. Always fun. Now I'm going to be sidetracked. So we're going to draw a debug arrow just to see what it's doing. No, line start, line end. Grab you. Multiply you by 500. That, I think this should draw an appropriate arrow. No. I think I gotta do it from you instead. So do you work on anything? Are you aspiring to start working on anything? Oh yeah, I gotta give it an arrow size too. There we go. So yeah, there's our arrows. It's making sense, but then, yeah, this is where things go sideways. I wonder if I need to working on web development. Okay. That's cool. Studying. Okay. Yeah, so the problem comes here. And I know, like, the funny thing is, like, I figured this stuff out, and then I break it, and then I just don't do it anymore. And I know, I have like my own information online. I can look at my own snippets. I just forget. So my snippets, get moving vector relative to the camera. So basically, I have it. I just decide not to do anything about it, you know? But honestly, that image is blurry as fuck. So this is the more or less the formula that I need. So let's look at it again. You made an Amazon clone, damn. Yeah, so we're getting active rotation, get control rotation. We're doing the delta input vector. And then we got to rotate axis. Rate of rotation from axis and supply angle in degrees. Let's see if we can get away with doing this. So it's in the delta rotator. So we should be able to do this. And then we unrotate this. Oh, no. Rotate around axis. Up, right? Rotate this. Active rotation, and then that. Also maybe like that. Like I'm trying to consistently get the right angle based on my input. And it starts just breaking here. At least the direction is. Now he's moving correctly. The debug arrows are just shit. Can I convert this to a vector real quick? Ah! He's like definitely doing the right angles. But my debug is just kind of drawn wrong. Wonder why. And thanks for the follow, Captain Price. I appreciate that. I just want to see if I can get the debug to draw correctly. Okay, so now it's drawing correctly. And there is the cases where he is turning around. So again, I don't know. Do I need to unrotate the vector again? I hate vector math, if I'm going to be honest. Yes, I do. We're going to do that. Let's see. Because, yeah, something else. Like, I don't want to be doing rotation warp. Unless I'm in the non-strafing mode. I'm curious if what I just did broke the strafing mode. Have you ever made like a proper game that you published? So yeah, I've been working in the game industry for a couple of years now. I'm from America, but I currently live in Poland, and I worked at People Can Fly. I worked on Outriders and the Outriders DLC, the World Slayer DLC. Before that, I worked on Aquanox, Deep Descent. But now I'm working at CD Projekt, working on the next Witcher. Okay, so this broke. The changes I made broke the non-strafing ones. So I wonder if I can say something like this. So Dan, that's nice. What part of the game are you working on? I'm working on combat. I'm part of the combat team. That's all I can really say. Can't really say much more than that. All right, so now we fixed that. Are we still doing good? I really need to add a sprint. Double check all our movement now. Yeah, there's cases where he's motion warping where I don't really want him to. You know, I'm doing too many like Boolean checks and stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan. Because essentially, I don't want to do any sort of rotational warping. If strafing. So maybe I can kind of bypass it like that. So for strafing, we don't care about rotation warp. Yeah, it seems like he's still doing it though, right? That's so confusing. Okay. Because the focus is the spawner, let's leave the dodges as they are. We definitely need to do something about it. You know, we still got a couple. We're gonna probably stream for like 30 more minutes, so maybe we can get this done real quick and go from there. Um, so there's gather positions as its own function. Then I got make another one, custom event. We're gonna say spawn NPC, and we're gonna just give it a passed in index. And then we're just gonna say spawn NPC. Do it like that. Then I should be able to just say spawn NPC. Let's do the -1 here, just for clarity. And instead of last index, num to spawn. We can just pass in like that. Pass in like that. Let's see. Let's see what happens now. Again, they spawn opposite, so maybe I can get because they don't give me any kind of, so they give me as actors, and I can get transforms. No? Interesting that they don't give you transforms with that. Random. No, I don't want to give it random rotation. I feel like they should always just be facing the player. And again, if I want to make this multiplayer, I don't know how that's going to work, but we can just do, fine, look at. And we're not really going to care about pitch and yaw. We're just going to care about yaw. Now he should spawn facing me. Yes. Then if I kill him, new position. New position. So that kind of works. I'm just curious now what will happen. Yeah, let's not give him any rotation. I just want to see what happens if I make it 10. Yeah, that didn't really work. Can he spawn in a bit distance? Yeah, maybe. Let me just see what I want to see what the query's doing. What is it? The GTD or GT? Select local player. So yeah, there's this. Okay, so it's surrounding me, but there's definitely not enough points. What's going on there, I wonder? Let's see how many results we even get. We don't get any results? What? Why am I getting, oh man, I'm getting some weird behavior. Let's instead do you here. So it seems like I'm getting at max 4 spawned, and that doesn't really make sense to me. And when I do, it says BP NPC dummy here, but I'm in the spawner, and I don't know why it's doing that. Now, if I were to, let's just print out the length of the number of positions I get. Oh, no, that's still correct. So length. Let's see. So yeah, I'm literally getting 0. So I'm guessing that I need to actually spawn the NPC here. And let's put a breakpoint here. Yeah, now I'm not sure why I'm not getting any positions. And now they're spawning at 0, 0, 0. So let's print out that. I don't need to do that. So it says false. And again, okay, I know why. It's called BP NPC because I replaced the existing actor, which was an NPC. So just for my own clarity here, I'm just going to put one in. It's good. So spawn the class, we're going to do the dummy. We'll spawn 1. And we got the guy again. So cool. But the query is not working, and I don't know why. If I bring up the debug, there's seems like there's plenty of positions. Now, if I were to, in theory, let's just delay this by like a second. I just want to see if that changes anything, because I'm curious if maybe by this point something is stupid or something. I'm not sure. So we got here. Still nothing. Now why? We have this query. Does the radius, I guess, let me make the radius bigger. Points per ring, it's fine. Arc angle, spiral pattern, sure. Projection data, extent X. That seems all well and dandy. So we'll make it 0 to 1 range. Test mode dot 2D. Context rotation, querier. Line from querier to item, yes. Again. There's a bunch of positions, it seems, no? Make more rings. Maybe we have to Google. Mayhaps we have to Google. Like they all seem Gucci, you know what I mean? Inner radius, outer radius, 6,000, upper rings, 10. That should be kosher. So we're definitely gonna ask Google. Because I'm not sure. I don't use EQS too often. So let's see, UE5, EQS. Debug shows locations, but query returns empty. And I got where I am today because I know how to Google. So let's see what happens. So you could try the EQS testing pun to visually see if your query can actually produce results. Thanks, we'll check it out. Okay, that was useless. I take back what I said about knowing how to Google. So run EQS and blueprints returns no result. So for everyone having the same problem, you have to bind the result of the run to the on query finished event. Okay. Makes sense because I'm trying to get the information here. So on query finished. Now I should be able to get the results. So I was pretty much jumping the gun, I guess, where it's like, okay, give me the results, but it didn't finish. So it's like no. Okay, now I have 90. There we go. So we learned something new. And of course, it's going to pick the best one. Maybe I don't want one directly in front of me. So we could use the dot product here. Say within range of 0 and 0.5. See what happens. Up. Spawned in a rock. Awesome. Don't know why. So 0.1 and 0.8. Hey, how you doing? And we could probably do a distance check, like you mentioned. So add a test, distance. So we want it to be between maybe 600 to 1200 for greater. Let's see now. So boom. So we go do. We kill you. So then it immediately spawns. I probably want to put a timer on that. Maybe 2 seconds. Now, if I were to now let's increase this spawner number. It's like 10. Can't you set like a location of the NPC so when it spawns, he runs towards you? Well, the NPC doesn't have any movement logic or anything like that. I can, like, update its state tree or just do something basic. To get it to come towards me. I don't want to do that just yet. Kind of want to just set something up in terms of like, eventually I'll get AI to come towards me and hit me and do stuff. But yeah, I don't know why I'm getting some results like that, which I don't like. I'll pass. So maybe we could do like -5, not 5, -0.5 to 5, 0.5. Or I could just say minimum -0.2. Score equation inverse linear. Now I'm just kind of trying things and seeing what happens. So okay, that's kind of scary. Maybe opposite of that. So minimum 0.5. Yeah, still kind of clumping. Now it looks good though. Well, it did. Now I'm fucking it up. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's just because maybe the potential spacing of these things. Because that's an EQS. Like, they don't have an EQS position. Which I don't understand why these guys are spawned like that. Like, these all have a proper EQS position. So all pass. What does any pass do? Didn't really make a difference. 2000. I want to say inverse linear for lesser filter only. That seems better. That looked pretty good. So now we got a bunch of dummies. I still have a lot of improvements to do for like targeting and stuff like that. Um, I gotta figure that out at some point. But I kind of like that spawner. That seemed okay. Just so I don't kill myself with so many enemies at the current moment. I'm curious actually how FPS looks. Honestly, they're just meshes that are kind of just vibing. But it would be good to know what I'm working with. So with one NPC, again, this is an editor. I'm running on a 4090. I'm kind of chilling it at like 115 FPS. Now, if I were to make this 10, it seemed okay. I'm still at 115. I just want to see what the jump looks like. Yeah, the dip does happen a little harshly. But again, I'm kind of just spawning them all at one time. So yeah, we'll just keep you at 1 for the moment. I don't know how many enemies I would want to have on screen at any given time. 15 to 20 would be probably a lot. But yeah, let's look. Why are they floating? Probably just because of their capsule collision. We could try to make it better match the ground. If we go into NPC dummy. So you'll see this space. That's the space that you're seeing. So we could kind of bring it down like that. Maybe even lower, like that. Now they shouldn't really be floating. Yeah, they seem good. We have like 10 minutes. Let me see if I can fix this dodging problem. And again, to revisit what what this dodging problem is. So I have it built in some motion warping for dodging, so that when you're in, so for example, when you're in non-strafing mode, you can dodge, and you'll see him rotate in towards the direction that you're going. But if you do go backwards, you kind of do this, and that works great. But what I'm seeing happen here, is like when the control rotation is opposite and you're in strafe, he's rotating in some odd directions. Well, basically the opposite direction. So if I were to just do this, like, he's just rotating in a weird way. And I wonder if it's the warping itself. So let's look at the animation. It's only the forward dodge that I have the forward rotation here. I'm curious if it's because it's facing or default. But again, I suspect it's the control rotation, so let's just double check I didn't break anything. Looks fine there. Now, litmus test here. Yeah, he still kind of rotates that way. So let's put you back to facing. So it's definitely the rotator that I'm providing in the dodge. So this out rotation. And I guess it's because so if the dodge direction is forward, I think and wants to strafe has to be false. I think my condition's a little messed up there. Yeah, the rotation is kind of like, okay, so out rotation. Like, I want to calculate the out rotation. So think I didn't think this is not the problem. So it's definitely how I'm calculating this. So I have the debug arrow as well. So when I'm dodging this way, the debug arrow is fine. But yeah, I'm also getting some bad directions because I'm getting delta rotations, but I'm also not getting just the yaw. Maybe I can clean this up, I guess. Too many long lines here for my own sake. Strafe here. Essentially, I want to take these delta rotators for sure. But I want to just get the yaw. Just so I don't get weird arrows that are pitching up and down. Now this should fix that problem. Where's the enemy? Oh, hey. Now we're getting consistent drawn arrows that are not going down. But yeah, we're still getting this problem where he's warping in the kind of wrong way. I wonder if I don't even need a clamp. Does it say it? So if the window duration is 2.2 seconds, that this is 0.5. Let's just see what that looks like. But also at the same time, the arrow is wrong in this sense. So if he wants to strafe, I am curious if I could just do that. Probably animation is missing IG. I'm not sure what you mean by IG. Do you mean IK? Because I don't think it's an IK issue. Oh, an animation is missing, I guess. Okay, my bad. Hmm. That doesn't work. I wonder if it has to be actor rotation, or maybe it has to be around control rotation. It's all a bunch of mumbo jumbo sometimes. That seems okay there. Moment of truth. I'm going this way. No. Does it have to be by the delta? So that looks good still. Still bad. Okay. Um, so we know we have to rotate around. Are we sure we have to do that? I feel like I'm always double checking that. I'm always wrong. Let's see. That looks fine. This rotation. Does the warping give me any information? Not really. And if we slow down, yeah, he's just turning in a weird way. Only in that direction, though. So I wonder if the motion warping, if it could be done in a different way. Because again, if I just take out, like if I don't even do dodge rotation, for example, does he still rotate? Like he should not, but he is. So that's funky, right? Now, is it because I'm providing rotation here and there's like a bug? And maybe the rotation thing there is messing up, overriding the one here. Yeah, it doesn't feel like... I don't feel like that makes sense, you know? I feel like I'm going loco. Maybe there's some bugs on that as well, somewhere. Again, yeah, the out rotation isn't even doing anything here. Okay. It's because both... I'm stupid. We don't want to do rotation on this one. We just want to do it here. So let's try that again. Okay. It's fixed. Oh. Okay, it's because of that. So I wonder if I can make this shorter. Because I want the turn to be pretty quick. I think that looks good. Now, I'm also doing warping on the back one. Am I stupid? I am. Awesome. Now let's do that. Facing. Slurp. 1. Go. Always check. Always check your motion warping. Okay, so now Now the back is broken. But maybe it has to be default and not facing, because we don't want him to be facing it. We want to be facing opposite. Maybe. Yes. There is like a snap though. If I'm moving, you see how he's like slapping left? And I wonder if that's an issue within the animation blueprint. Because there is this whole like release and stuff. So I wonder if like, so I went through some of these settings and they didn't really help. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Interpolate. Like, yeah, he just gets this snappiness that I don't like. I just wonder if any of these settings fix that. No. Lock offset and ignore animation. Probably not going to work, but we'll see what happens. Oh. And it's still jittery. So I'll put this back on release. Now I wonder what happens. I'll just put the whole thing. I just want to see if it changes anything about this. No. I wonder if it has anything to do with like the blending out as well. We'll do if falling, just so it doesn't work. Because we have a blend out where if you're using input, we kind of want you to blend out early. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Looks like it, yeah. So maybe it's something wrong with movement input. Now, can I just use get blend out arguments, montage, stop with blend out. Does that give me better results? What's my blend out on this? 0.25. Maybe 0.4 is better. Let's see. So slow-mo. No, that didn't really work. Now, at this point, I'm just trying random stuff. Maybe it's the inertialization. Also, I've been messing around with too many things. Let me just make sure dodge is not broken any other way. Because possibly, maybe I can add motion warping to the beginning, rotation warping to the beginning of each one. I am starting to like how the dodge feels. I need to add more flavor to it. It would be cool to have like some like blur or something. Nah, but some blur, sound effects, the usual stuff that makes things feel good. Maybe camera shake, like a subtle one. So unblend out, let's not do that. Let's take out this. Enable auto blend out. Maybe it's enable auto blend out. Excuse me. Let's see if any of those things did it. Okay. One of those things did it. Now, was it inertialization? Yeah, windy sound effect would be good. Like, yeah, I agree. So let's see if it was inertialization. Yes. But why? So that's definitely in the AVP as well. Is my inertialization set up in the wrong spot? Maybe inertialization needs to be here. Again, this isn't too much of my forte, but we're learning as we're going, you know what I mean? So, let's see. That did it. Okay. Or did it? Hold on. Did I didn't put it back. Damn it. I feel so smart, and then I realized no. Let's try it again. But yeah, we gotta end the stream soon. Yeah, that didn't work either. Does inertialization have to be like the last thing that we do? He's also doing like weird moves here, and I feel like maybe that has something to do with it. Nah. Dang. So yeah, I don't know why he's twitching. Is it the dead blending? Not sure. Some variable has to be true. So it has acceleration, has velocity. Wonder what that will do. I said something to true. Yeah, that didn't do much. Maybe something to... Why slow motion, by the way? What do you mean? We use slow motion just so I can see things, I guess. Slow down a little bit, and then we could see the pop. So it would be good to know to figure that out. But yeah, it definitely seems like it's the blending that's making this like kind of jittery things happen. Maybe blend in mode for forward should be standard. Again, I really should stop streaming. It's been a while. Oops. Those spins are kind of ridiculous. No. I don't know. Initialization makes sense. But I feel like something is just derping. We would have to maybe dig a little more. But I'm glad we got some sort of spawner available. Like, eventually we're going to have to make some sort of game manager to handle this stuff for us. But, you know, just to show you some potentially fun stuff while you're here. There should be ability set. We have a couple of abilities that I can give, or perks, I should say. So what perks do I have? Perk, projectile ricochet, and perk, explode on death burn. And then there's this perk, attribute knitter. Number of bounces, we can set this to like 10. Yeah, I'm not gonna really I don't know if I'm gonna give any weapons to this class. Maybe we'll have others. Okay, so we know we broke something with projectile ricochet, so we're gonna have to fix that. And we get a crash. We definitely broke some shit. Damn. Well, we got something to do tomorrow. We definitely broke something. So we're gonna have to debug that tomorrow. Some shit breaks. So yeah, we'll figure this out tomorrow. I'll add this to to-do. We basically broke ricochets. Gotta spell ricochet correctly. Is broken. Fix this. So yeah, that's where I'm going to end it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Captain Price, thank you for the follow, as well as just chatting, just hanging out. Much appreciated. If there is anybody else watching, either on Twitch or YouTube, make sure to follow and subscribe. Those hanging out on TikTok, just keep on watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe. Most likely. So yeah, stay tuned. And see you later.